What's going on guys, it's your boy Mr. Woz and welcome to my Loot From series where I'll be grinding a certain skill, boss or anything in general, and at the end of the video I'll show you how much I've made. I've also made a nice little playlist for you guys if you want to check that out, that'll be in the description below. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on those notifications as well. So let's get into this grind. In today's Loot From video I'll be fishing sacred eels for 10 hours. Not done this fishing method before, so looking forward to seeing how much I can make. Let's see how I get on. Now I did a loot from 10 hours doing Inferno Eels and that video done pretty well and was quite pleased with the amount of GP I made, so I thought to myself, why not do sacred eels. Now I have done this fishing method before but never done this for longer than an hour, so doing this for 10 hours will be really interesting. Now this is a members only fish as you probably know, and this could be caught at Zalandra where you kill Zolra. Now there is a few ways of getting here. The first way is by using the fairy ring code BJS, which is the method I use. If you don't have fairy rings then you can use a Zalandra teleport scroll which costs around 15k, so quite expensive. Or the last way is by getting to Port Tyrus using a charter ship, but you will need to complete Regicide quest to use this. Now you're going to need at least 87 fishing in order to catch these fish, and you will get 105 fishing XP per fish caught. Also there's an NPC called High Priestess Soul Harquinsa, I think that's how you say it. That's an NPC you need to talk to before catching these eels, or you will be stopped by one of the people there. For my inventory, all I'm using is a normal fishing rod and some bait, as well as a knife to dissect the eels to create Zolra scales. And so very similar to Inferno Eels, as you can spam click on a knife and the eel to break them down quickly, or you can use the knife on the eels once and your player will break them down automatically, but it will be a bit slower. And for the gear setup, I'm wearing my full angler's outfit which gives 2.5% bonus XP. Doesn't matter if you don't have this, but it does help if you're going past 99, or if you're going for 200ml for example, then I would grind this out. But one important item that you need to wield, and that is the Rod of Blessing 4, that gives an 8% chance of catching 2 fish at once, so in my case 2 sacred eels, which is really good, and you need to complete the Karen and Kabos elite diaries to use this. Also I'm using my max cape, but this doesn't give any extra bonuses, it's just nice to wear a cape while skilling. Now I'm a couple of hours in now and I was averaging around 21 to 25k fishing XP per hour and 25k cooking XP per hour. Now you get the cooking XP by using your knife on the eels to dissect the eels, as I mentioned a minute ago. Now with a minimum of 72 cooking you can get around 3 to 9 scales per sacred eel, and you can get around 109 to 127 cooking XP creating the scales. Of course the higher your cooking level the more scales you get per sacred eel. Now here's the table of how many scales you can get depending on your level. So between 72 and 79 cooking you can get between 3 to 5 scales, 80 to 87 cooking you can get 4 to 6 scales, 88 to 95 cooking you can get 5 to 7 scales, 96 to 103 cooking you can get 6 to 8 scales, and 104 to 111 cooking you can get between 7 and 9 scales. 4 hours in and I worked out I was getting around 1800 Zolra scales per hour, which is really good because on the OSRS wiki it's saying you're averaging around 1400 scales. Another little stat for you people who are wondering about the drop rate of the heron pet. Doing this fishing method is the 4th fastest way of getting a pet, and this is a base chance of 99,000 fish caught. Now one other thing I want to touch upon about the fishing pet is the other 3 fastest methods. Now if you haven't done sharks or anglers before then you're really lucky because it's a very slow fishing method, and I've tried these at 99 fishing and it's super slow, and fishing sharks takes around 15 minutes per inventory depending on your luck, and around 20 minutes doing anglerfish. The base chance is lower but in my opinion it's not worth it. Now the best way to get the pet is by doing the fishing trawler minigame, which is only 1 in 5k, but that is 1 in 5,000 games and they take 10 minutes per game, as well as waiting extra time on the boat to get in the game. Also if you are 99 fishing, doing sacred eels you could fish them fairly quickly, and you can fish a full inventory in about 30 to 40 seconds as I've timed it, and even if you are 80 plus you could still manage to get a full inventory in around 1 minute to a minute and a half. I'm 8 hours in now guys, and I've noticed I've got so many scales in my inventory, which is really good, and this method is really good for multiple reasons. Yes, you do get scales, but you can use the scales for multiple things, so making anti-venoms, you can use scales to put in your blowpipe, your trident, serpentine helm and staff for the dead, and getting around 1800 scales per hour you can do a lot with that. Now this is quite a busy location to fish, but that doesn't affect the fishing spot timers, which is good. Also there is 4 fishing spots you can catch these eels as well. The only annoying thing about this area is the fishing spots do tend to move around quite often, but you don't have to move around that far to the next spot, so I suppose it's not that bad. Now if I had to choose a fishing method to get to 99 or 200 mil, or if I just wanted to make money, then in my opinion I would choose Sacred Eels, which is what I'm doing, Inferno Eels, which is what I've done in my last video if you want to check that out, and Karambwans. Now these are the three fishing methods that you can catch these fish really fast, which means you're going to make GP really quick. Now as I'm coming up to the end of the 10 hours, I'll tell you how much fishing and cooking XP I've gained. So in 10 hours I've gained 261k fishing XP, so that's around 26k fishing XP per hour, which is not too bad, and around 316k cooking XP as well. Now slight change of subject, I've made a community post on my channel saying about the next clan event, and the boss will be Nightmare. Now this is more of a challenging boss compared to Corp, what we done last time, so you will need some high requirements. Now if you guys are not interested in this, then not a problem, and I have been thinking for the last few days, and it has been tough because I don't know if you guys want to go to these events to make a lot of money, or you want to go to these events just for a bit of fun and maybe make a small amount of money on the side, if that makes sense. So yeah, let me know in the comments below on this video or in game, so then it gives me more of an idea on what you want from these events. Now I know most of you guys do God Wars during the week, so making a God Wars clan event probably won't be the best idea as you lot do this all the time. So maybe we could do some raids, so Chambers of Xeric, that would be really fun, as well as Nightmare as I mentioned before. Or maybe even a Pecan trip with the clan, maybe Pecan at Revenants or PVM at Revenants, and maybe anti-Pecan if people try and attack us, for example. That would be really fun. But yeah, give me some ideas and I'll sort something out as soon as possible, as I really enjoyed the last clan event. Now if you haven't joined my clan and you want to be involved in future clan events, then just simply join by typing in Mr. Was and I'll give you a rank. Or even if you don't want to come to these events and you just want to come in and chill in the CC and talk to people, then that is cool as well. Right, so back to the fishing grind, and I'm 9 hours in, so last hour now, and I still haven't got this poxy fishing pet, and I'm almost 101 fishing, which is really annoying, but hopefully I'll get that in the next fishing video I make, whatever that will be. Actually, I might do a more dangerous fishing method just for you guys, and that'll be 10 hours of fishing dark crabs in the wilderness. Now, this is going to be a very risky one, obviously, wilderness, but this will be in the resource area, so right at the top of the wilderness, and also you can note the dark crabs as well, so there'll be no banking. So yeah, it should be interesting, and hopefully I don't get PK'd. Coming up to the last few seconds now, and the 10-hour grind is now over. Now here is all the scales that I've made. I've got 18,249, which is quite a lot, so let's see how much I've made. Let's price check this. 3.9 mil, not too bad at all. Now on the OSRS wiki, they say you can make 294k an hour, so in 10 hours I should have made 2.9 mil, but an extra 1 mil is a bonus of course. So there we go guys, that is the end of my loot from video. If you've liked this video, you guys know what to do. Like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you are new, and turn on those notifications. Also let me know what loot from video I should be doing next. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.